All right. In this little mini demo challenge here, it's called Anything But Coffee. You are going to put anything, hence the name, but coffee into your coffee cups here, and then you are going to come up with names for all of your drinks. So, if you don't have Photoshop opened up, and go ahead and open it up. That way you can follow along here with this demo. Also need to open up Schoology. Need to go into the Surrealism Project folder and into the Demo Challenges folder, and then into that first folder, okay? There is images that you need for the demo, coffee cup images. Just pick one that you like, okay? You can look at all of them, decide which one you want, but you only need one, okay? Click on this one. If it doesn't open up as an image, or you can hit that little download button at the bottom, all you need to do is right click on it, save image as, save it to an area that makes sense, hopefully into your OneDrive, into your digital design folder, and your surrealism folder, okay? So you want to save that, name it whatever you need to name it, coffee cup demo, and then you will hit save. I already have all three of them, so I'm not going to save it again. So pick one from here and save it, okay? Once you have it saved, we're going to head back into Photoshop here. Yours is going to be on that home screen because you don't have this one open. So you'll need to hit that little open button over here underneath the blue button that says new file, or you can go to file and hit open. Then you'll find wherever you saved that image. And you're going to open it up. We'll do this one and hit open. First thing we want to do here is we want to fill in our coffee cups with anything but coffee, okay? So we need to unlock our background layer. I'm gonna call this back image. Stay on this layer here. We are going to go over to our toolbar on the left here, and we need to come down to this frame tool. So go ahead and click on that. That little rectangle with the X in it. Up here, you'll notice there's two options. We want to be on the circle option because we're going to be filling in circles here. So what I want to do is I'm going to click and drag out. I want this to be a perfect circle, so I can make kind of an oval here. To get it a perfect circle and to lock in that height and width, I'm going to hit Shift on my keyboard. I'm just going to make a baby circle. If I open up a really big circle, sometimes it wants to pull in our background image into there, so we do not want that. Just make a baby circle for now, okay? Once you get one baby circle down, we're going to grab that corner, holding Shift still, scale it up, moving it in. A little bit bigger than I want it to be. I'm going to bring it down a little bit more. Scale it up a little bit more. All right. It's pretty close to being the size of that coffee in there. I'm going to go ahead and copy this and paste it over to each other cup here. So I'm hitting Control C for copy, Control V for paste. It's right on top of this other one, so I just need to click and drag over. This other coffee cup, the coffee portion of it is a little bit larger, so I'm going to scale this up really quick. If you feel like this is snapping into place, you can go to View and shut off Snap. That should help and solve some issues there. Get it back down a little bit. That's pretty close there. Move it into place here. I'm gonna Control C, Control V, move it over. This one's a little bit smaller. I'm gonna move it into this one. I'm gonna copy and paste this one again and move it into here. So I should have all four open here, and you should see them pop up over here into your layers. What you need to do next is you need to go to Google and do a quick Google search for images that you want to fill in to your coffee cups there. So you need 4 different things that are not coffee that you're wanting to fill in. So let's say that I want one to be flower petals. It helps to type in top view. That way you are getting a top view kind of facing down. I could do this one. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that, right click, I'm gonna hit save image as. Make sure it's a JPEG and not a web file, right? Because we can't open web files into there. And I'm gonna name it flower petals. And I'm saving it to that folder. Save. So you need to pick out 4 different images there and save them to use for your coffee cups. All right. Once you get all of them saved, you're gonna go to File, Open, and you're going to open them all up. So I have a couple different ones saved in here. Got this one, this one, this one, and this one. I'm gonna hit Open once I have all of them selected. It's gonna open them all up here. I'm just gonna grab each one and drop them into this image. Got one. A lot of them might be scaled up if they're high quality. You can just zoom out, shrink it way down, right? Once I get it shrunk down, all I need to do here is come over to the layer that it's on. I'm gonna grab it and drag it in to one of those frames. Boom. So you can see it's dropped in there, and I can scale it up or down while it's in there. Kind of like the size that it is. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it and hit enter when I like where it's at. So I'm going to do that for the rest of them here. Already got that one in. Gonna grab this guy. Gotta unlock it first. Grab it, drag it up there, drop it down. It's pretty big because it's a higher quality image. Scale it down. Gonna grab it over here, drag it into that next frame. It's still scaled up a lot. I'm gonna scale this down a little bit more. Pull it to where I want it to be. Hit that little check mark or hit enter to say, hey, I do want to confirm that. If you don't like it, you need to readjust it. You can come over here and click that box again and move it around. And then same thing here, can grab it, gotta unlock it. Gosh, freaking dang it. Drag it up into there, drag it down here, scale it down if you need to. Swing, zoom in. Gonna grab that layer, I'm gonna drop it in to another coffee cup. Gonna pull it to where I like it. Scale it up or down if I need to. Whoa, too tiny. Move it and hit enter. Okay. So you need to do that for all 4 of your cups here. It's pretty quick once you get the hang of it. It does not take too long. It's really close. And they kind of just fall right into place there. Scale this up a little bit more. And hit enter. Only other thing we need to do here is I want you to come up with names for each of your cups. So what we're gonna do once you get these guys plopped into place is you're gonna grab all of these layers over here. So I'm gonna grab the bottom one. I'm gonna click Shift and click the top one. So they're all highlighted. Right click and hit merge layers. And it's gonna smush them all into one. I want to write a name on this cup. So I'm gonna go ahead, hit the text tool. I'm gonna click, and I'm gonna name this Blue Breeze Refresher. Go ahead and scale it up how you like it. So I'm using that type tool, adding my text in. If you want to download a font, I've already downloaded a font into here. Feel free to do that. Change it up over here. I'm going to scale up the size and go a little bit bigger. So 24. Move that. I'm going to go back down. I'm going to go to 18. There we go. Once you get it how you like it, hit enter. I'm going to go back to my move tool. Whoops. Where did, whoa, that just go? My text has all of a sudden disappeared. Blue Breeze Refresher. There we go. Okay. Kind of get it sized up to how you like it there, and lay it on top of your cup. We need to turn this into a smart object, so I'm going to right click on this layer and hit convert to smart object here in the middle. And then I'm going to go up into edit, edit, hit retransform. And then I'm going to hit control on my keyboard, and it's going to allow me to warp these corners. So I'm still holding control, and I am warping those corners to kind of fit it onto that cup. I'm going to come up here to this little guy. Hang on, I got to move this down. To this little guy. I'm going to click on him. I'm going to come over here to the warp section, and I'm going to hit arch. And all I need to do is grab this white anchor point.
Can I come in?
Yep, and slide it down. And once you get it where you like it, I'm going to go ahead and go back and hit custom. And then you'll see these little handles appear on your cup. You just need to toggle them to kind of fit it back onto that cup there. So you can pull these down, and it will pull the bottom of that text down. You can push some of these up, it'll push the top of that text up. When you have it where you like it, you can hit that little check mark. You can move it around. Whoops, there we go. Let's back up in here. Move it around if you need to. Move it down. If you want to resize something, we can come back over here to this layer, and I can double click on this little file, and it opens up a whole entire new tab. Okay, I can zoom in here, and I can make the word refresher smaller if I wanted to. And go back up into the size, make it a little bit tinier. Any adjustment you make in this new tab, you need to hit Control S to save it, and it's going to open back up into here. So it's already made that a little bit smaller. Okay. So you need to go ahead and name all 4 of your drinks here. And then don't forget, when you're done, you need to go to File, Export, Export As, make sure it's a high quality JPEG, and submit it to that Anything But Coffee challenge there. Can't wait to see what drinks you make up and the names that follow along. All right, thank you.